What's up everyone, this is Mike Gross at youtube.com/MG free guitar lessons, and you're tuned in on the top 50 greatest guitar riffs in no particular order, but they're all cool, man. I bet you guys recognize 90% of these. I guess it depends how old you are too, but some of these are just classics. So that was obviously Joan Jett with I Love Rock and Roll. What do you think of my glass here? It says I love my strings. So strings and rock and roll kind of go together. See? Right there. And I'm going to zone in a little closer here. Set that down so you guys can see what's going on. This is using power chords. And we're going to start with low E and second fret on the A string. And go twice. And with your right hand, you're going to do that with it. So it'll go. See that little karate chop there? Okay? 2 times rest, and then again 2 times, and then go third fret on the low E with your middle finger. And do like a quarter step bend. It's not even a half step. Half step would be would make that G. You'd be bending it to a G sharp, but it's not even that far. You can't register that pitch on a guitar. As you're playing it, you can't. Well, you can by going just a slight bend, and then go to an A5 power chord, which is open A, and 2 on the D string, and play that twice, the A and the D. So you have. You can vibrato it a little if you want, but. And then we're going to play a B5 power chord. That's fret 2 on the A with your index, fret 4 on the D with your pinky. And play those 2 strings twice. So we have. Then back to that bend that we just did. So these are going to be 2 times. And back to the E5 power chord. Okay? And then start it again. See how that repeated? And then go to the B5, which is 2A, 4D. Hit those, open E, and then Joan Jett had 2 guitar players, okay? She was one, and the other one, I don't know his name. But they were playing, if she was playing a E5 there, he may be playing it up here. So I'm combining both those in with this to where it'll sound cool, because I'm working up to something here. I want to show you the, instead of the, because I think it'll stand out more up here. So the next thing you're doing after you go, oops. I jumped up to 7A with my index and 9D, and I play those twice. With your power chords, remember to try and tuck underneath and touch that low E a little bit. I work with a lot of my private students on this, and it takes most of them it takes a while to adapt. But it's a good habit, because if you accidentally hit it, in this case it'll sound okay, because that's an E, that's an E. But if I was here playing an F5 and that E was ringing with it when I strummed it, it would sound bad. Let me give you an example. It sounds horrible. So if you get in the habit of muting that from the get-go with your power chords, once you get that habit instilled, it'll never be a problem again. Okay? So after you do the, okay, then this next little riff, I'm showing you the higher one that stands out more. It's taken from the pentatonic scale up here on the 15th fret with your 3rd finger on the B, and then first finger is going to do 12th fret on the B as well. Set them both down. I set 3 fingers down when I do my bends a lot, depending on what exactly I'm playing, but and you got to be careful with bends too, because a lot of times this happens. You hear that when you come off your release, sometimes it makes another string ring. You got to find ways to mute that stuff out. The more overdrive you have, the more that's going to happen, unless you have a good habit with it. So I have my first finger, my middle, a little bit higher, although they're on the same string. It's also touching the G string here. And that way when I release, this G string is muted. Real important. Those are little tips that you don't hear a lot of people talk about, but it's important. And then you pull off, so we gotta get that middle finger out of the way. I didn't need it there, but it feels more comfortable there. And then I'm pulling off, and then 14 G with your third finger, and then you're gonna pick that, and then 12th fret on the G with your index. So there's a good subgroup right there, right? Okay, so if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and like, and if you have questions and comments, particularly your questions, put them on the comment section of this video. I'm getting a lot in my personal email, which is cool. I'll still reply to them. If you can put them on the comment page, it may help someone else that's having the same issue with it, you know, that may not feel like commenting or something. So if all the information's on there, we can straighten it up. I had my other guitar I was using, the tremolo spring was stretched on it, so my tuning was going flat, and someone caught that and was like, huh? Things should have been tuned up. I checked it, sure enough, it was. So I appreciate that, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the lessons. This is the top 50 greatest guitar riffs, and there's a lot more to come. This is number 15, and like I said, that's in no particular order. So keep practicing, subgroup, subscribe, and I will see you next time. I love rock and roll. Oops, got unplugged.